Alright guys, what is going on? Match reaction. Spurs 1, Liverpool 0, and Spurs beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg. Now, I actually did want Spurs to win this game, not only because I'm a Manchester United fan and I love to see Liverpool fail and lose, but mainly because I think it'll make the second leg better. I think if this game was a draw or Liverpool won this game, I think the game at Anfield would have been very, very boring. But now Spurs have won, they've got something to hold on to at Anfield. And, you know, most likely Spurs are going to play on the break at Anfield because now they've got that one goal lead and they can just defend and hit on the break. But I think it's a big win for Spurs, big win for Ange Postecoglou. Ange, I feel like I say every reaction I do for Spurs is under pressure. Ange Postecoglou is under pressure at Spurs, and I think he needed this win tonight, and he's got the win in controversial fashion, but we'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, it's a big win, big win for Spurs tonight. Obviously lost to Newcastle in their last Premier League game at home. It was imperative that they bounced back, and they did bounce back. I think the game as a whole was poor. It was an awful game to watch. It was boring. And for the second consecutive game, Liverpool have not looked at it, not looked good. I don't know why that is. Against Manchester United, yes, they scored 2 goals, got a 2-2 draw, but they weren't great, Liverpool, against United, and I think they were even worse tonight. I don't really know what's going on with Liverpool at the minute. Maybe they're starting to dip in form. You don't want to dip in form at this stage of the season. That'll be a really bad time to do it. Maybe Liverpool have just had, it's one of them days, one of them weeks for Liverpool where they're just, feeling a bit tired, can't be bothered. I don't know what it is, but I do expect them to be back in the next game. I don't think it's worrying. If I'm a Liverpool fan tonight, I'm not worried. But it's just something to be a little bit concerned about, I think. Because that is now 2 games in a row where Liverpool have not looked anywhere near like what they have done, for the rest of the season. But I think Spurs deserve some credit. You've got to give credit to the winning team. I think Spurs defended well tonight. It is crazy though. Like, these 2 teams played each other, what was it, like 3 weeks ago? There was 9 goals in that game. There was only 1 goal tonight. It's so weird how football can work like that. There just wasn't as much space tonight as in that Premier League game. Maybe it's because it was a Carabao Cup game, more on the line. I don't know. But Spurs have managed to get the win, and Liverpool have it all to do at Anfield in the second leg. I still do think Liverpool will make the Carabao Cup final. I do think they will beat Liverpool. I do think they'll beat Spurs at Anfield by more than 1 goal. To be honest, I do. But Spurs have something to hold on to, and big win for Spurs. It is a big win, and they needed it badly. And hopefully now that's a confidence booster for Spurs. I'm pretty sure they play in the FA Cup at the weekend. I'm not sure who against, but you presume it's against a lower league side, so you expect them to win that game. And the next Premier League game, I don't know who that's against either. It's Arsenal, isn't it? It's not North London Derby next for Spurs in the Premier, isn't it? Next Wednesday. Yes, I forgot about that. So that's going to be a huge game at the Emirates. Trying to stop Arsenal again from challenging for a Premier League title. Can they dent the Gunners' title hopes? Big win for Spurs, and it makes the game at Anfield really interesting. But let's talk about the incidents, the goals, the controversial moments. I think we've got to start off by talking about. I don't like talking about this, but the Bentancur incident is. I think we just all have to pray that Bentancur is okay and he's well. It looked scary. It looked really bad. corner comes in for Spurs. I mean, before the corner, Bentancur's jaw is just all over the place. It's bizarre. I don't know what happened. I was checking in the watch along on Twitter to see if anyone confirmed what happened, but we don't know what it is. No, I don't think anyone knows yet what it is. But his jaw was all over the place before the corner was taking place. Corner comes in by Porro, and he actually goes towards the ball. Bentancur, and he actually looks like he tries to head the ball, and then he just face plants to the floor. Pedro Porro comes running over. Pedro Porro instantly knows something's up because he's just lying there, Bentancur, not moving. And yeah, so scary. We just got to hope that Bentancur is okay and that he's safe, because it's horrible when something like that happens. And I do think that played a big part of the game, to be honest. I do, because, when incidents like that happen, you're thinking more about the individual, and hoping that he's well, and I think that did play a little bit part of the game tonight, I do. But Spurs have managed to get the win for him, which is even better for Spurs. But yeah, apart from the incident, moving that aside, prayers up to Bentancur. We hope you're well. The first half was poor, absolutely poor. One of the worst first halves of football I've seen this season. So many misplaced passes. Not many chances being created. Literally nothing happened in that first half. I mean, Salah had a shot from the edge of the box that went wide. Solanke had a shot saved by Alisson. But apart from that, we were feeding on scraps. It was a poor first half. Poor first half. Going into the second half, I was like, yeah, surely it can't be as bad as that. And it wasn't as bad. The second half got better. It did get better. Spurs really should have took a 1-0 lead through Pedro Porro. Alisson's got the ball for Liverpool, and Bergval's closing him down. And Alisson actually manages initially to get past Bergval, but then Bergval sneaks up behind Alisson, pokes the ball from behind him. Alisson's like, shit, where's Bergval come from? Forced to the edge of the box, plays in Pedro Porro, and he tries to dink Alisson, Pedro Porro. I'm not sure why Porro's dinking it. He's a right back. He should just put his laces through it. I think if he puts his laces through it, he scores. But yeah, that was a big chance that for Spurs. Liverpool had a chance with Darwin Núñez as well. Really good ball played through by Mo Salah. And then Kinski. Let's talk on Kinski, actually. What a performance. I mean, I say what a performance, mainly because he got the clean sheet, but all the saves that he had, he probably should have made. But to come in, debut, only signed on Sunday, I believe, against Liverpool, the best team in the world, to keep a clean sheet is very, very good. And to me, I probably give him man of the match for that. I was saying before the match, Liverpool, just get shots off, just get shots away at him. And they just didn't do that, Liverpool, in the first half. They just did not shoot at him. And he gained confidence, Kinski. And yeah, I thought it was a very good performance by him. I think he's only 21 years of age as well, I believe. So if he can put in performances like that on a regular basis, then Vicario's got his position up for grabs. Vicario's injured at the minute. And I think Kinski could be a very good second option. But obviously, he's going to try and be the first option. But yeah, he made a good save to deny Núñez. And then Spurs fought to take a 1-0 lead through Dominic Solanke, but he was offside. Really good ball by Pedro Porro. This is like a Kevin De Bruyne pass by Porro. It really is. Wonderful ball by Porro. Solanke runs in, finishes it past Alisson, but he was offside. Solanke did look at the replay, he was offside. Trent instantly puts his hand up as soon as Solanke gets the ball. And yeah, correct decision was made in the end. So Spurs thought they went 1-0 up, only for it to be ruled out for offside. But then Spurs do go 1-0 up through Bergval in the 86th minute. And this is where it was controversial. So Bergvall got booked for a tackle on Luis Diaz. I think he got booked around, I want to say like the 55th minute, maybe earlier, maybe a bit later. I'm not sure on the timings, but he got booked, shown a yellow card. Clear yellow card as well, I think, for Bergvall. Diaz was away from him. And then prior to the goal, it was literally about 3 minutes before the goal, maybe even less. Tsimikas is running with it, takes a heavy touch, Tsimikas. Bergvall comes running in, slides at Tsimikas, gets nowhere near the ball, gets all of the man, and the referee doesn't book him. Liverpool play the advantage, but you've got to come back and book Bergvall and show him a second yellow. It's the clearest second yellow of all time. And Liverpool were robbed. Absolutely robbed. I'm a Manchester United fan. But even I have to say, Liverpool were screwed over there badly. And, it's the officiating again in this country being absolutely awful. It's just so bad, the officiating in this country. It really is. Spurs win it back, go up the other end. Solanke gets played through. And then Solanke feeds it through to Bergvall, sticks it in the back of the net for 1-0. And Bergvall should not have been on the pitch. Horrible decision from the ref. And, it just shows that these refs clearly, again, showing they're not up to standard. But yeah, that's how it finished. 1-0 to Spurs. Very controversial, though. Liverpool have every right to feel angry. Van Dijk, as soon as the full-time whistle went up to the referee, can't blame him, because if, Bergvall sent off, he doesn't score that goal. And it's 0-0. And Liverpool have the advantage going into the second leg. But Spurs take the 1-0 first leg win into Anfield. And I think the second leg's going to be really intriguing now. I really do. But guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on the match. Also, guys, let me know what you think will be the score in the second leg at Anfield. I still think Liverpool will make it to Wembley, but it's going to be interesting to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. But guys, if you have enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you later.